Okay, I haven't done this for a while. I have a dispute that I'm doing on one of my videos, and it's a part that shows Stephen Colbert. It happens to be probably just a specific video that might have been produced in Japan because it was kind of maybe it had translation with it. Um, but it's cutting a minute of the audience only in Japan that can see, and it says CBS CID as the person. Or the entity to charge. And you can say person because that's kind of the way the law works, is that an organization where you can't even find them sometimes with an address or an email has the status of the legal rights of a person. So I'm going to challenge this, and I'll tell you what I wrote. And by the way, I also tried to send this directly to Stephen Colbert on his kind of site where I added it in my text, the link, and I tried 2 times, and it just stayed for the longest time ever on submit the message, where I was hoping he'd have fun with this. So I tried that. I'll actually try it again and film it right after I do this dispute so you can see. But again, this is Japan related. And Japan plagiarized me, so, and they don't answer. So, you know, they won't do a dispute for anything. So I'll see what happens if YouTube will participate in the violation of my rights here alongside Japan. Okay, so I'm writing my dispute isn't based on those 3 things. And then the next part is, I'll tell you in a second what my choice is. The reasons seem to be different. I don't know if it's the same category as when I did a dispute about the song Toto from Africa, for example, a while ago, which I won because I even appealed the loss dispute, and they didn't answer in time, and I won, and there'll be more on that later. So these seem to be original. Like, I could say original, because, I mean, just if the phone's moving during that time is almost enough to say it's original. But I'm going to do this one here. Copyright exemption, such as fair use. And then they might see again, I'm not making money. But I mean, it's been transformed. It's just a tiny portion of something. And I would understand that maybe he would feel a little bit judged, a little bit, but he has too much of a sense of humor not to enjoy it. Plus, I don't think so. It's an algorithm, right, of controlling everything in Japan is what it is. So I'm choosing that as my choice. I'll let you know. See, if you read these first 2 paragraphs, you can tell that the algorithm should not have flagged this already. And then, so I'm going to do this. But if I was in front of a court, oh, they would be getting it for things that Japan has screwed me over. Okay, I'm going to do this part. Okay, here I've got the category, and I would say no, maybe yes. Not sure what that means. I'd have to look up how they define that. I would say yes. Entertainment, I would say yes. No, I mean, it is kind of news a little bit. It was a recent event of a video that was filmed. Not for profit is usually why one of the reasons I should not have been flagged for this. It's like almost like it came late, by the way. It wasn't an issue for a while, and it came late. So, I don't know why YouTube is doing this, but I'm not sure how they define this. And then I'm going to put other and say various here. Okay, just a moment. Not finished writing this yet, but it's going to be good. Oh, it's going to be good. Okay, I'll read it. I'm not sure if you can. I should not have had this copyright claim at all, and for multiple of your categories plus others not even named here. I am now counterclaiming YouTube itself, so you better, I'm going to say fix this. And provide an apology to me ASAP. You already owe me reparations for another dispute that, and appeal. I'm going to remove that word, and it's actually Toto, but I don't want to tell him yet because I'm going to do another, the Africa song, a vlog about that soon to prove it. That I won and that you never fixed. If not, then I want to share some of my stories in front of a Japanese judge about intellectual theft against me while I was in Japan, and which I already discussed in a few posts on YouTube. Look how limited choices still are. Like, for example, the way they phrase this, my video does not infringe anyone's copyright. And it's actually the opposite. They are infringing my copyright. So if I say yes to this, it's like I'm going against my own argument. I understand that the claimant will be able to review my video and my dispute rationale. Yeah. So I have to put all these categories if I remember correctly, even though I don't agree with that first one. I understand that filing fraudulent disputes may result in termination of my YouTube. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what I do to YouTube when they screw up, but I'm going to put my signature here. Okay, so yeah, that's my full name. Now, some people would be scared, right? Because, their entire identity or ego rests on this. I would be pretty upset if my YouTube was canceled, but I don't suffer from, the types of mental illnesses, and plus it's not hard to start another one. I'm a good problem solver, but where, my identity is linked to the internet in such a way that it somehow I lost both my arms and legs there. It's not like that. But again, HSD also guides me in predicting how people will react to things. Here I'm upset, and it'll be, you better fix this. And now again, there is, they haven't mentioned it here, but there is an appeal process. I don't think they'd be that quick. They have to say this to have people kind of second guess putting their signature, right? It's like a threat of accountability, but I've already showed them my threat of accountability. And I'm willing to be in front of a judge. I don't think they are. Okay, so that's done. Okay, it's been a long day of me doing a lot of homework and research and stuff, so I'm gonna close this off for today. So I'm doing this today on the 14th. They have 30 days. I'm not sure how they calculate that 30 days. I would say it's a month without necessarily counting business or non-business days or holidays or whatever. So this video I just filmed right now, it's going right on the 31st day. So they don't get an extension from me.